Dear students, today we can discuss about some of the other basic terms in accounting. In the previous video we discussed about some basic terms, and today we can consider the continuation. Okay, so another one of the term is capital, right? So here in accounting, capital means it refers to the amount invested by the proprietor in the business. Proprietor means owner. Okay, so capital is the money or amount invested by the owner in the business. So whatever amount invested by the owner in the business is known as capital. Business enterprise, that means the amount may be in the form of cash. He can invest cash, he can invest goods, he can invest any of the assets. So assets or goods or cash which is invested by the owner in the business is known as capital. So here for the business entity, capital is an obligation. Here capital is an obligation means in every business, owner and business are not same. Remember this, owner and business here not same, they are different. They are different entity. Business have its own separate existence. So owner, whatever money invested or whatever amount invested in the form of cash, goods or asset, business have the obligation to pay back to the owner. That is why therefore capital is a liability of the business. So remember, capital always it will be a liability for the business because the owner and business have a separate entity. They are not same. So capital is the amount invested by the proprietor or owner in the business. That amount can be in the form of cash, goods or assets. We know owner and business are different. So that is why capital is a liability for the business. This keep in mind. Okay. Now another term is drawing. Drawing means any cash or goods withdrawn by the owner for personal use or any private purpose are called drawing. So cash or goods, if the owner want for his personal use, for his private purpose, if any cash or goods withdrawn from the business, then that is known as drawing. Okay, that means amount withdrawn by the owner from the business for his own private use, that is known as drawing. Okay, keep in mind. Then always drawing will reduce the capital. Capital is the investment by the owner. Drawing means he is withdrawing from the business for his own use. That means drawings will reduce the capital. Now goods. Goods refers to the product in which the business unit is dealing. That means mainly dealing. In every business, what product is the business is mainly dealing, that is known as goods according to business. The item that are purchased for use in the business are not called goods. Suppose any item we are purchasing for use in the business. Use in the business in sense that suppose I am doing textile business. So product which I am mainly dealing is textiles. The textile is goods for me. But if you purchase a furniture in my textile business, furniture I am purchasing for the use in the business, it is not for resale, then it is not goods. Then furniture is the asset for this. Suppose if I am doing marble business, then mainly what I am purchasing and selling is marble. So product I am mainly dealing is marble. So marble is my goods. But if I purchase a computer for my office purpose, it is not for sale, it is for use in the business, then that is not goods. Okay, so keep in mind, goods means the product which the business is mainly dealing. That means which product they are purchasing and selling, that is goods. Something we purchasing for the use in the business for, that is not goods. Okay, keep in mind. Now another term is purchase or purchases. Purchases are total amount of goods purchased by a business on credit and cash. We already discussed about goods, right? So total how much amount we spend for purchasing these goods, that is we will include in purchase. Okay, so purchasing anything is not purchase. Purchasing goods only will come under which one? Purchase, according to business point of view or accounting point of view. So purchasing of goods can be credit basis as well as cash basis we can purchase. In a manufacturing business or concern, raw material purchase for making finished goods also part of the purchase. If it's a trading business, the final product purchase is the purchase. But in a manufacturing business, raw material also part of the goods only. So raw material purchase also coming under which one? Purchase. Raw material as well as semi-finished goods, and finished goods will come under purchase. If you purchase raw material, if you purchase any finished goods, then also it will come under purchase. Purchasing, suppose other than goods, you are purchasing furniture, then it is not a part of purchase. If you are doing textile business, you purchase furniture is not coming under purchase. Textile purchase will come under purchase. If you are doing stationery business, stationery purchase will come under purchase, but computer purchase never come under purchase if you are doing stationery business. So that keep in mind what is purchase. Now another term, the next term is, we can discuss about sales. Sales are total revenue from goods or services sold or provided to customers. So business will sell the goods we already discussed. That goods when we selling, what revenue we are getting, it is known as sales. Okay, so sales are total revenue from goods or services sold or provided to customers. So when you selling goods or service, what amount we getting is sales. That is the major revenue of every business. Sales is the major revenue from operation of a trading or manufacturing business. Okay, so most important revenue for every business is normally sales. Okay, now when you talk about revenue, already said the major revenue is the sales. So major revenue is sales, and other items or revenues are commission received, business receiving commission, business receiving interest from any source, business receiving interest, rent. These all are other source of revenue. Okay, so major revenue is the sales revenue, and other items or revenues are commission received, interest received, rent received, etc. Revenue we can also call the name income. Okay, keep in mind, revenue we can also known as income. Okay, now expenditure is a very important topic. Expenditure means spending money. Okay, we are spending money or incurring a liability for some benefit. Okay, so spending money or incurring a liability for some benefit. If you spend some money for getting some benefit, that we will call the name expenditure. Okay, so service or property received is called expenditure. So spending money or incurring a liability for some benefit or service or property received is called expenditure. So we can receive benefit, we can get any service, we can get any property by spending some money, then that is called expenditure. It means that any type of payment for the receipt of a benefit. For getting any benefit, if you are doing any payment, that is called expenditure. So money spent for getting some benefit is known as expenditure. So expenditure we can classify it into three categories. One is capital expenditure, second revenue expenditure or expense, deferred revenue expenditure. So how many types of expenditure are there? Three: capital expenditure, revenue expenditure or expense, deferred revenue expenditure. So we can study one by one. First is capital expenditure. Okay. If the benefit of an expenditure lasts for more than 1 year, that means from we are spending money, from that if the benefit we will get more than 1 year, then such kind of expenditure we will call the name capital expenditure. Okay, so if the benefit of an expenditure lasts for more than 1 year, otherwise we can say the benefit of the expenditure exhausts after 1 year, it is known as capital expenditure. Okay, example: purchase of furniture, purchase of machinery, purchase of building, purchase of land. This all benefit will get more than 1 year, otherwise it's a benefit will exhaust or finish after 1 year. Such kind of expenditure we will call the name capital. So when you purchasing any fixed asset, this is example for capital expenditure. Then second expenditure is revenue expenditure. If the benefit of expenditure is exhausted within an year. Okay, remember, if the benefit of expenditure, we spend some money, its benefit will finish within 1 year. Then it is termed as revenue expenditure. So if the benefit of expenditure is exhausted within a year, it is termed as revenue expenditure, and revenue expenditure we can call as expense also. Okay, so any expenditure, its a benefit will finish or exhaust within 1 year, we will call the name revenue expenditure or expense. Example: rent paid, salary paid, commission paid, interest paid. These all are examples of revenue expenditure. And one more expenditure is there last, deferred revenue expenditure. If you take, these are certain expenditure which are revenue nature. Actually it is similar to expense or similar to revenue expenditure, but the benefit of which is likely to be derived over a number of years, but sometimes its benefit will go more than 1 year. We will get it for so many years. Even though it is in revenue nature or expense nature, its benefit will maybe go for more than 1 year. Such expenditure is termed as deferred revenue expenditure. So deferred revenue expenditure are in nature of revenue, but benefit of which is likely to be derived over a number of years. It's a benefit you may or may not get for more than 1 year. Such expenditure we will call the name deferred revenue expenditure. Example: if you spend a huge amount for advertising, if you send 5 lakh rupees for advertisement, we know this 5 lakh rupees, suppose is benefit you will get for 5 years. Then 5 years we will getting benefit. So 1 year we will consider it as a revenue nature 1 lakh rupees, expense as 1 year is 1 lakh. Remaining benefit you will get for 4 years more also. So remaining 4 lakhs we will consider as an asset for the coming year. So that is why its benefit is likely to be derived for a number of years. So huge amount spent for advertising, if it is 5 lakhs, then 5 lakhs we are expecting benefit for 5 years, then first year its expense will consider as 1 lakh. Remaining 4 lakhs we will carry forward for the coming year. That is why such kind of expenditure we will call the name deferred revenue expenditure. So expenditure which are revenue nature, but the benefit which is likely to be derived over a number of years is known as deferred revenue expenditure. Okay, so this many terms we discussed today, that all how to study very well. Once again go through the video and then clearly get the concept. Okay, so next video we will discuss the remaining basic terms in accounting. Okay, thank you so much.